I master an architectural design conversation and lecture series held at Círculo de Bellas Artes in Madrid, served as a forum for students to participate in open discussions between scholars, critics, independent professionals, entrepreneurs, curators, and cultural activists.
Good evening. Thank you very much, for being here with us.
Thank you very much.
At the opening of this I Master in Architectural Design open lecture, it's a big pleasure for us. So, the lecture that you are going to give us today has the title Evolving Ideas, Primitive Future. So I would like you to talk us about how the seminal ideas presented in your book, in 2008 book, Primitive Future, have been checked with your professional practice, and in which way these ideas have evolved, or in which way these ideas have been changed in terms of your professional practice.
Yeah, actually the ideas of the primitive future is not kind of a dominant concept, but a more pure starting point to think about architecture. For example, if you think about the more basics of architecture, it is I called primitive. And for example, the relationship between human body and the space, or a relationship between nature and architecture, inside and outside. Fortunately, I have a more project and the more diversity of the project, the diversity of the scales and the diversity of the programs, and more and more, urban project I have. Even the project is small, but it relates to the urban situations. So I mean, not only the private house within the boundaries, but to make more half public, half private situations, or small but really public situations, or the chance to design a bigger urban plaza to try to rethink about what is primitive in such a situation. So I'm really enjoying to develop or evolve the ideas in a more free way to think about architecture.
The second topic I would like to talk about is the architectural training. From the very beginning, you have been involved in architectural training, especially in Japan, in a context at the end of the century, at the beginning of the century, in a context in some way involved in a deep crisis. Now, in the Western world, we are also experiencing a certain kind of crisis, which in some way is changing the professional practice. So I would like to know about your position about training architects in terms of this crisis context, which has been your experience, and which are the intentions behind your architectural training in this situation.
Actually, it's, in a sense, it was very lucky for me to experience such a not very good economical situation after I started my office. And right now, of course, as you know, the Japanese economy is still not so fine, and the European economy is also in a serious situation, I understand. But I still have projects in Japan and also in Europe. And I felt in such a situation, in such a serious situations, we have to go back to the more basics. We couldn't do the crazy things, but we have to do more primary or more fundamental things. And fortunately, I have a really good client to ask me to create something really fascinating, but something really fundamental in Europe and in Japan. In that case, the size of the buildings are small, but quite exciting to rethink about what is, for example, what is the meaning of architecture, or what is the meaning of our life. So I think in such a situation, it is very, very important to think more deeply about architecture.
When talking about your new projects, you are the architect selected to design the Serpentine Pavilion this year. And historically, this kind of works have been a field of experimentation in terms of introduce new ideas in the research. So, which ideas are you interested in experiment in this new pavilion that will be presented this summer in London?
It is really great honor for me to be selected as an architect for the Sapienta Pavilion, and it is a really great challenge as well, of course, because it should be something new, but it should be something from our origin, from my origin. So I like to create really pure but challenging architecture, to creating a nice integrity of the structure and functions, behaviors, and relationship nature architectures. Such kind of things we have been developing for this 10 more years. But then again, in this occasion, I'd like to create such kind of a tight integrations in a very pure way. So we are creating the cloud-like structures. It is made by really thin structures. So it is, in a sense, really transparent. But at the same time, it's really creating the varieties of the densities where people can behave as they like, or inspire people to behave in a different way. So it is creating the kind of a new typology of architecture, which integrate the various different aspects surrounding architecture. And new, but at the same time, it is really primary and the fundamental things I intend. So I hope, it is now under prefabrication. So I'm really looking forward to finish and to show that pavilion to the huge public people.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We really hope to visit the pavilion this summer, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.